You've always thought forgetting someone's name 2 seconds after they told you was just a harmless little brain glitch. But what if it's actually both completely normal and a hidden signal that something deeper is going on in 2026? Two completely opposite views, both backed by the latest cognitive science, and both true for millions of adults every single day. Which one is actually happening to you? If you've ever smiled politely while your brain desperately searched for a name you just heard, this video is about to hit different. Today, we're exploring the psychology of people who forget names easily. But we're not picking one side. We're laying out both sides of this everyday debate so you can decide for yourself. On one side, many cognitive psychologists say it's harmless forgetfulness, simply how the human brain is wired. Names are arbitrary labels with zero emotional or visual meaning attached when you first hear them. A major 2026 study in memory and cognition confirmed the classic baker/baker effect. Your brain remembers that someone is a baker far more easily than their actual name, Baker, because meaning always wins over random information. People who forget names easily are often big-picture thinkers, creative minds that prioritize emotions, stories, and the overall vibe of a conversation, rather than isolated facts. In a fast-paced world full of digital noise and constant introductions, this isn't a flaw. It's your brain efficiently filtering what truly matters. But on the other side, a growing number of experts warn it can be a hidden problem. The same 2026 APA reports show that frequent name forgetting is strongly linked to social anxiety, high cognitive load, and even mild ADHD traits. When your mind is busy managing internal worry, overthinking, or mental overload, it simply doesn't have bandwidth left to encode names properly. What starts as "I'm just bad with names" can quietly create real social awkwardness, embarrassment at work, and even strained relationships because others interpret name forgetting as lack of interest or respect. So, which is it? Harmless forgetfulness or hidden problem? Let me introduce you to two real people living both realities right now in 2026. First, there's Mia, 27, graphic designer in Los Angeles. She forgets names constantly, yet she remembers every detail of someone's story, their dreams, and how they made her feel. She laughs and says, "I'm not forgetting you. I'm remembering what actually matters." Her creative work thrives because her brain skips the shallow labels and goes straight to substance. But then there's Alex, 34, project manager in Chicago. He also forgets names the moment he hears them. But for him, it feels different. After every networking event, he replays the awkward moment in his head, worrying that people think he doesn't care. He told his therapist, "It's not just forgetfulness anymore. It's making me avoid conversations altogether." Both Mia and Alex forget names easily. Both stories are true. Both are supported by research. The real difference lies in whether the habit stays harmless or quietly starts affecting confidence and connection. Here's the contradiction almost no one talks about in 2026. The very brain wiring that makes you a deep, creative listener can also become a hidden source of social stress, unless you learn to work with it instead of against it. So, if you're watching this right now and feeling that familiar panic when someone says, "Hi, I'm..." You're not rude, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. You're simply one of the millions whose brain is wired to value meaning over labels in an increasingly noisy world. The beautiful part is this: awareness turns the debate into a practical choice. And yes, there are simple, science-backed solutions you can start using today. Here are the 3 most effective techniques that thousands of people have successfully applied in 2026. First, pause for 4 seconds and really listen before you speak. Don't rush to repeat the name immediately. That actually makes your brain more likely to forget it. Give your mind a brief moment to process. Second, create a vivid visual association right away using the Baker/Baker effect. When you hear Sandy, picture her standing on a sandy beach. When you hear John, imagine him holding a big cup of coffee. The more absurd or emotional the image, the stronger it sticks. Third, use the person's name naturally 2 or 3 times during the conversation. Nice to meet you, David. So, David, what brought you here today? This gentle repetition helps your brain encode the name without feeling forced. And most importantly, give yourself permission to be honest. A simple line like, "I'm actually terrible with names, but I remember people through their stories," instantly removes the pressure and makes others feel even more valued. These small shifts help you keep the creative, big-picture strength of your brain while preventing the hidden social stress from becoming a real problem. The psychology of people who forget names easily isn't about bad memory. It's about understanding both sides so you can stop feeling embarrassed and start owning how your unique brain works. The question I want to leave you with is this. Do you believe forgetting names easily is ultimately harmless forgetfulness that just means you focus on what really matters? Or a hidden problem that's quietly affecting your confidence and connections? Drop your honest answer in the comments right now. Type harmless if you see it as normal brain wiring, or hidden problem if you feel it's starting to hold you back. Let's see which side the community actually leans toward. No judgment, just real conversation. If this video made you feel seen, hit that like button, subscribe right now, and turn on notifications. And remember, whether you call it harmless or hidden, you're not alone in this very common struggle. Millions of us are figuring it out together right now in 2026. I'll see you in the next one.